This is my video on positive repressible. All of the information I am about to present to you comes directly from the textbook as well as the lecture slides. That's also where this picture comes from, is the lecture slides. So, the operon is normally on. This means that we have an active activator all the time. So this is the active activator binding to the promoter region of the DNA, and that's what keeps it going. The activator is a regulatory protein. This means enzymes are always being made because transcription is always on, so it keeps making more and more enzymes. When too many are being made, the transcription is turned off by the activator protein releasing itself from the DNA at the activator binding site. So it gets released whenever it is in the presence of an effector. So this is the effector, and the effector usually is actually made by the transcription on that gene. So whenever it binds to the activator, it is released from the promoter region. So to get into my analogy of how this works. So we are in a factory that makes keys. I got this idea from my dad because he works in a factory that makes air filters. However, for this specific reason, keys is going to make a lot more sense. So this little factory worker never stops making keys, no matter what. He just keeps on making keys. He's got an assembly line that does nothing but make multiple keys. It's always on. But then he realizes, oh no, I've run out of space for all these keys. So he notices on the electrical box of the assembly line, there is an on switch, but he cannot turn on the off switch. He can't turn it off himself. He sees a little insert here that says key. Being the smart man that he is, he inserts the key. So he inserts key and production is stopped. Why is that? So in this scenario, the key equals the effector, because without it, he would not be able to stop production. And he is very glad that he makes keys, or he wouldn't have been able to stop the assembly line himself. Another thing that I wanted to point out is that transcription is altered in the presence of the effector by stimulating the promoter gene to be on. So that's normally what that effector or the key would do. However, the effector can also bind to a regulatory protein, which can bind to DNA, altering the transcription, even if it looks different from this.